X&O's, de NBA-podcast van Friends of Sports. Het is een heel speciale aflevering vandaag, want voor een keer gaan we het niet in het Nederlands doen, wel in het Engels. Dat is redelijk belangrijk, want anders zou ik niet met mijn gast van vandaag kunnen praten. En dat zou spijtig zijn voor ons en voor iedereen eigenlijk. Zijn verhaal lijkt wel gemaakt voor een film. Het begon allemaal in Congo. Hij werd ontdekt in Antwerpen, ging uiteindelijk naar LA en won daar 2 titels. Het is abnormaal. De eerste Belg ooit in de NBA. En dat is eigenlijk nog maar kort samengevat alles. Het hele verhaal mag hij zelf komen doen. Didier Mbenga, welkom, bienvenue. We're going to do it in English. We can do it in French, but I think it's more obvious.
Either way, we can go a little bit French, a little bit English.
How's your Dutch?
Een beetje, hè?
Did you understand anything I just said? It's been a long time.
It's been a long time.
Okay.
I need at least about 3-4 weeks to be around just the people that speak Dutch, and then it's going to be back.
I get it. We'll do it in English for the people that don't speak French or are more fluent in English. I think that's maybe easier for everybody.
I mean, either way, you have a question you want to ask me in French, we can go there.
On peut le faire en français, mais voilà. Really happy to have you here. First of all, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me here. Thank you for giving me opportunity. It's been a long time. I've been in Antwerp. I was losing coming over here, and I grew up here, which is crazy. It changed, but I'm happy to be here.
What have you been up to lately?
Oh man, I've been busy. You know, when you are active playing, you really don't know. I mean, you know, but you not really. You don't have a time to follow everything in terms of investment, everything you do on the side. So when you retire, then you get back not trying to find out, but trying to have a control and know everything, and also have some goals, some other stuff you want to do. For example, me, I had to finish, go back to school, finish this, and because I have some not ambition, and just being around and sometime still work for the league, for the NBA when they need us as an NBA ambassador for Africa, for the ball. And also just living life, you know, after a long year playing career. So now we just trying to relax a little bit. But the biggest thing really I spend my time is the one I love the most. After establish everything, when I have a few time or I have a time to go to vacation, whenever, but me, I choose to more be the voice for the others, the one that I have. Basically work on philanthropy, which is building school, hospital, clean water well, just go donate opportunity to kids, to some other people they need just to be their voice, talk about what's going on. And also, kind of busy day, kind of busy life right now because I also ambassador of the climate of the Congo, and also I am ambassador of the sport of the Congo, who advise president for sport, different stuff.
Busy life is a good life.
What do you say?
Busy life is a good life.
Of course, busy life is a good life. Yeah.
Are you happy?
But on the good way.
Yeah. Are you happy?
I'm happy. I'm happy, but the biggest thing that makes me happy is when I accomplish anything on the orphan kids. If at the end of the year they all have a success in the school, at the end of the year if they are doing great, we have a success on different surgery from the kids we had, and also we're building another school. That's my choice because that's the way to give it back.
I said it in my intro. When we talk about your story, that could be out of a movie or out of a book.
Oh, absolutely. Actually, it's right now I'm at the table of my office. I have a 3 file with 3 different projects of the movies, and we work on it. One of them is Belgium TV.
Okay.
And we work on with the Netflix, and we're trying to see what we're going to do because for a long time I never want to do anything. But now I think it's about the time.
It's time for people to hear your story.
Yes.
Yeah, because my generation, I'm born in 1985. Everybody from my generation knows the Didier Mbenga story. We grew up with you. But I think a lot of younger kids don't really know what happened, especially when we go way back, because the 1990s, that's a long time ago.
That's a long time.
Let's go way back to the beginning. If I may ask you, how was your life growing up?
My life growing up first, it was just easy like any kids. And then, the situation changes. Situation changes because family story and politics story mixing. And we have to move. So that changed everything till, of course, everybody know I just short the story. And I had to deal with a different reality was going on in that moment.
The war in Congo.
Yes. And which is still going on till right now. And so that leads to me to leave the country. And before even I leave, deal with the different stuff, prison, the stuff.
How did that go? Because there was the war, the past government.
Yeah. I mean, it was, different country when they changed regime. The regime always changed with election. But that time it was not exception because it happened everywhere in the world. But it was just rebellion groups come, so they take over. That means everything shut down. They start everything beginning. So they don't care who you are. And me, with my high first, I was growing up. I can control my high. I was growing up fast. And I had my high when I was growing up. So then I have to face this thing was going on between Hutu and Tutsi, which was a neighborhood country. But just because for a long time, we be having those Hutu and Tutsi living in Congo for a long time. It's just like people from Amsterdam, they live in Antwerp, for a long time. But when the trouble start in Amsterdam, so they categorize you like, oh, you from there because you talk. And it wasn't that good for me because my life was in danger, some kind of how. And that lead even to the prison stuff. So I have to leave.
Yeah, because we know you got incarcerated in prison.
Yeah.
For 9 months?
Yeah, I was there. It was tough. It was tough situations. But, for me now, it's always, when I think about it or talk about it, like I always say, I turn that to positive. It's my motivation to anything when I want to accomplish, when I have a goal, when I have something in my mind, I always get back to the moment. Take the moment for myself. I go back to the moment and just meditate. And that gives me the motivation to attack the new project whenever I'm trying to do.
Because I can imagine that being in prison after what happened in that period for you personally, that can cause some traumas.
Yeah. I mean, I ended up pretty good because also when everything is happening, even when I landed here, if I would land into the bad company, or bad friend, whatever you can call, probably won't gonna happen. But it just happened that God blessed me to a hand and meet some great people and meet some people they wanted me to succeed as well. So I take opportunity and we make things happen.
How did you make that happen? Because you got out of prison.
Yeah.
How did you manage to get out?
We got out. I mean, this is like a movie, okay? This is like a movie and I can't go deeper because based on what's still going on, but I'm just stop right there. But it was interesting. It was really interesting. But it works out. I got out there and escaped. And the first option, it was in my mind. It was there in front of me. It was Belgium. If that time it was France, it was India, it was whenever, I would go. But it was Belgium because first we have a history between Belgium and Congo, Of course. And I came here. Also, before I came here, I already have family. They was in Europe. One of them was here. So, and it just happened. I have to be here. And I was here. And then everything came after. Just the rest is just like a movie. Just like you said, over there and here, it's like a movie. I was telling the guy who was writing my book, we work on. And I was telling him, I say, my books, each part of my story have a books. Congo have a books, Belgium have a books, United States have a books, and Lakers have a books.
I get that. Because when you think about it, when the war started back then in 96, okay, you get 94, yeah, but in 96 it gets to the highest point.
Yeah.
You get incarcerated around that period. You get out of prison, But getting out of prison is one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Getting out of the country is another one.
Yeah, but
if you read it, it seems simple, but it isn't that simple. I can imagine.
It's not that simple because it's an entire operation.
Yeah.
So everything needs to be set up. By the time you leave there, straight. By the time it's timing. By the time you leave where you was incarcerated to the airport, everything is timing. So everything was prepared. And it happened like that.
No time to lose.
Yeah, no time to lose. Change the clothes in the car. Gone.
When you arrived in Belgium, what do you remember about that? Your first impressions.
First impression when I arrived here? You know when you have a friend and you have a father and you have a brothers, they've been there already, they travel a lot. When they come back, they bring you stories, they bring you stuff, everything. So you kind of not prepare, but you kind of know exactly what's going on the other side, but you never be there because you have a people there be gone, come back and bring you stuff. Only thing was wait just for you to get there, but you come there a different way. And then I would say this is something I'll never wish to nobody. To happen to nobody. Mm. Trust me. I'll never wish to happen to nobody because you have no idea being incarcerated over there. You have no clue what you're dealing with every day.
I don't think anybody here can imagine what that's
and that time,
like.
They'll put you in the same cage. Like, I don't know if I can call cage. I mean, we can call it cage because it's a small place. It's supposed to be maybe for 2 people and then you ended up with 15, 25 people. You know, it's a bad memory, but like I said, you always in life, you have a circumstance, you have a situation that's going to happen, but you have to know how to turn that to positive. You have to know how to try to find a solution right after things happening. You have to be more focused. You have to analyze, see everything that's going on because it's not easy. You can lose your mind. And coming back here, you don't have nobody and you ended up at refugee camp. That's another prison. But a nice prison. A nice prison with a bed. You're on the bottom. Somebody's on the top. You're from India, whenever, you don't know. We can't speak the same language. So that's a different case. But, you have to accept to deal with, accept the moment, the circumstance. But still trying to figure out how can you, don't let that thing affect you. Don't let that thing tear you down. Stay yourself positive and fight every day. And to the opportunity. Opportunity can come to you any kind of way. It could be, maybe me, it was basketball, but for somebody else, maybe it's going to be something else. Soccer, it's going to be, I don't know, doctors, whatever. But you have to be ready when opportunities come to you to take it.
Yeah, the opportunity came to you when you were staying at the refugee center in Capelle.
I was walking on the street.
Yeah. And how did that happen? Tell us that story.
This is funny. I was walking on the street. Okay. I was walking on the street and...
In Capelle.
In Capelle. Just trying to change my mind, just walking on the street. And I saw this guy approach me. Bob. His name is Bob. I think Bob Ibrix. He saw me. He came talk to me, play basketball, whenever. I'm like, and that time it wasn't even in my mind. But keeping your mind going up in the Congo because I was tall, people, they were pushing me to play basketball. Oh, you so tall, you need to go play basketball. In my mind, I'm like, basketball's for the girl. I mean, I don't need it because I never liked that before. I used to do judo and play soccer. So I didn't like a basketball. And people, they were forcing my friend, and it became like a joke. They'll joke with you on basketball. They joke with you. I know about basketball. I know about the NBA. I know about Michael Jordan. But I never liked that. Because for me, I was thinking, those people, they're too tall. It didn't make no sense. And me getting tall, it started bothering me. Because I didn't like my tall. People knows me. When I was my 17 to my 21, I always wear hat till today. And the reason I wear hat, because I was trying to hide my height. I was always doing this, but it won't work because I'm still tall. And then I'm like, I'm going to wear hat. And it's still till today. It just meant it. Still till today, I wear hat no matter how. I wear hat.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah. But it's I mean, Bob Ken's piece of soul. He used to be a journalist, Bob Ken's, you know him? He's one of the first ever interview. And he's the one of the first say, you're going to play also in the league. And Bob, he know Willie. The one he saw me. He know Willie. So he went to tell Willie because his son was playing the same team than Willie's son, Sebastian. And he was Sebastian's friend, Yalla. I believe his name was Yalla. And that's how he contacted Willie. And, it started from there. And then everything went fast and invited me to the Willie house. And
how was that first meeting with Willie? Because Willie is a character.
Willie is a character.
Willie is a character.
I know. It was something I didn't really want to, because Bob Burns was, not Bob Burns, Bob Brooks, he was calling me because he had my cell phone. And then I tune up, I give it to him, my brother's cell phone. And I called my brother. I said, somebody's going to call you, but don't answer the phone. Because he's going to talk about basketball. And when he called my brother, my big brother, and they speak, after they finished the spoke, and he convinced my brother. So my brother didn't tell me anything. So one day, it's like, yeah, get your basketball. And we meet up with the Bobs, and we came to the Willie house. We walked to the house. We walked in, and there was a basketball court on the side. Then I saw Willie walk outside. What the hell is going on here?
The smaller man with the black curly hairs.
Yeah. He came out with a basketball shirt, and he's ready to go because, Willie's really...
Willie's always ready to go.
Willie have natural energy.
Yeah.
And if you focus around him, he can transfer you there. But if you not focus with him, if you're not on the same page with him, you won't get it. You might work out with him, you understand, you don't get it no better, or you still in the same position because you not keep up with him. Willie don't have a patience. Oh yeah, Willie, I was hanging with Willie so much, and then I get to the point I didn't have no patience anymore till today. Like, some kind of patience, like you go to the stop sign, but you see gas station on your right side. But if you wait just for 1 minute, it's going to be red. It's going to be green. But what you do? Take
the shortcut.
Shortcut. So then
But that first meeting.
But that first meeting.
How was that?
Willie invite Bob Guns and some other media. I didn't even know. So when I get there, and he was like, okay, go over there, change. So he bought me a shirt and t-shirt, something to wear, to practice with.
The first time you met him?
The first time I met him. So I went to the house. I changed the clothes, and I came outside. I never forget that time I had this basketball shoes, but it was not within my size. It was hurt so bad. And because I was 15, so that I believe it was like about 14 or 14 and a half, something like that. And the way that shoes were designed, also it was kind of, because my feet is a little wild, so it was really like...
Too pointy
to me. And, sorry. And then Willie, in front of everybody, gave me the ball. He said, do what you know, show me what you know how to do. And they interview him in the same time. So he gave me his back. His back. They interview him from the media. And I'm right there behind with the basketball. I'm like, what am I doing with? So he told me, I say, shoot, do whatever you know to do. I'm like, well, why? Because when I was in Kinshasa, I got a chance a little bit to invite to go to this team called Onatra. Onatra was a team, one of the legendary team in the Congo where Dikembe Mutombo come from. He was playing there. They invited me there. I went there. I practiced with them for a whole week, but I still don't know nothing. I don't have no love for basketball. I was just like, what am I doing here? And I was doing that just because to make happy one of my brother and my friend, they was getting my nose too much. They showed me a little bit, stuff, but it was not with. I'm not even calling basketball.
Playing around.
Just playing around. And then when he give me the ball, so I remember that stuff they would show me. And I'm just trying to play and do whenever I do. And then after 2 minutes, we returned back and said, stop. And he came close, asking me, jump. And I jump, I touch right, the square. I touch right there, I came down. He said, go just one step back, jump on one legs. And I do one step back and I jump on one legs. I touch, I come down. And my feet, my shoes, it was hurt so bad. So I was like, you know what? No, I take the shoes off. I take the shoes out.
Barefoot.
Yeah. And I jump again and I came down. And really look at on the media. Look, everybody was there. Say he's going to play in the league. That time, myself, I would look at my brother. Inside, I'm like, this guy is crazy.
I can imagine that.
Yeah. I said, this guy is crazy. And I look, the media, I can see on their face, on their eyes, like they're like, yeah, whatever. You're not going to make it. Yeah, whatever. And then from there, we start practice every single day. Sometimes a 2-time practice. Sometimes we go for 6-hour practice. Every day. I'm talking about every day. It doesn't matter if it's rain, if it's snow, we will practice meanwhile.
And how did I go? Because that was the first meeting. Did Willie just say, from now on, every day we're going to work together? How did that go?
We see it. He talked to me because you can't train someone if you don't know what he's thinking. You can train someone if you don't know what happened to him, where he come from, what's going on. So after that day, I sit with the Willie, and we kind of talk, have a conversation. He want to know my background stuff. And I tell him everything he need to know. And I think from that moment, he was affected. He got more love for me as, of course, I know it's, okay, we can call it the behind the scenes business. It's, we know. But I think from that moment, for him, it was another matter for basketball anymore. It was just...
He wanted to take care of you.
I'm going to take care of him. I'm going to be with him. And everything went from there. It went from there for him to his beautiful wife, which is like a mother for me, Anita. And just take care of me.
How long did it take before he took you in? Because you also lived at the 7 years house.
Yeah. It was not living there, but it was like, I can come anytime I want. I could stay there if I want to. I have a whole entire place. It was a home for me. And they just adopted me. It was like it was family. It was Sebastian, Nathan, they was my little brother. And Sebastian was my little brother, but he was also my best friend. Nathan was a little brother, but also was something we protected. And we just loved him. And I was just kind of his mentor. Because everything he was doing, I was telling him, don't do this, don't do that, don't do that. I was guiding him a little bit, and it was great. That's when you create stuff like that, when you create love like that gives it to confidence. When you give to someone confidence, that means you don't have to worry about anything, so you can be focused just on basketball. And that's the platform really gave it to me.
And how did he do that? Because you just said you knew nothing about the sport. You knew what basketball was, but you didn't really play. But how did he teach you the fundamentals?
But the thing is this. You can't just teach someone and take him to the basketball court to start practice with him. It's a work you do inside and outside of the basketball. Really, I started go with him at the basketball game. I started go watch basketball game. We're going to watch basketball game, not to go watch the game. We're going sitting. Willie will teach me the game. He will teach me how the thing works. But the most important, we will look on the big man. Look at what he does. Look at he's not that good. You can do better. But he was telling me the stuff like, I didn't even know what to do. He was telling me, you better than him. You better than that. You better than him. And he was building my confidence. Because before, I didn't like my high. So first he started making me like my high. And then he built my confidence. We go to practice. I remember one time we went to Antwerp practice. And that time it was Tony van den Bosch. Tony, good guy, good coach, very nice man. Tony agreed me to practice with Antwerp. And that time they have this one, the team, oh my God. It was all the good play on the moment they was in Antwerp. Now I'm talking about that time it was the September's. It was two buyers, Paul and Ronnie.
Yeah.
It was Matthias de Saver, I believe. I don't know if de Saver came there. I don't remember. They have like two American dude that was there. And they have the king of Antwerp was there too. The mayor of Antwerp. You know what it is?
Pieter Lordan.
Exactly. He was there. So
it was around the period of the big fights. That scene was that, I think. Yeah?
Exactly, yeah. And Peter was there. I just have a lot of love around me. And I remember Peter, after one game, I think that time it was in Alost. We finished the game and I rode with Peter, take me to this house. And he gave me the shoes. He gave me the shoes. I thank him for that. He gave me the shoes. And Peter was great. He was good to me. And he was also a good mentor. You know, it's all of them. It was him. It was freelance. Those guys, like when you sit with them, they talk to you. They tell you, no, that's what you need to do. This. Yeah. But really just make sure like my environment, everything was on basketball. And that's teach me a lot also on a regular life. When you surround yourself with people, they do what you do, they like what you do, and they want you to excel, you will always have a success.
When did you actually start to like the sport?
I started to like the sport because when I started to realize what it could happen, what it could bring. You know what I'm saying? What it could bring to my life, to the future.
But the sport itself, because what it could bring is something different than the sport itself.
Yes. So to go back to that one, I mean, I started like because really put like it was a system it does like it will record. If I'm not there, it will record every NBA game. It will record there. It will wait for me because you know even now NBA games are always late night, so that time I'll be asleep. But he's gonna record that. The next day, me and him we're gonna sit and watch. We watch all different clips first. Big man, and then we watch the game, and then we go practice. But every time he was show me something or we watch the game, I watch a big man do something, and then we go to practice. I ask him, I say, really, you see that move that big man does? Can we work on? And he was like, yeah, let's work on. So we work on, and then I start doing.
What was the hardest part for you? Was it learning the fundamentals and the footwork and the moves? Or was it actually playing organized basketball? Because those are two completely different things. You can practice one-on-one, but playing in games, that's something entirely different.
But here's the thing. The thing was, that was my first problem I have. You give me one-on-one, I'll kill the person. But you put me on 5-on-5, I'm lost. Because why? Because it took me 6 months to really, we only do one thing, one-on-one. And then sometime I'll go play with a junior. I start playing with a junior. He created a junior team with Sebastian with a point guard.
In Antwerp.
Yeah. And that team, it was amazing. That team, they was playing, here's was the rule on that team. Lose or win, I have to score more than 20. I have to take more than 10 rebound. I have to have a more than 5 block shot. Win or lost. That was the goal. Sebastian was bringing the ball. He don't care about the play. He looking for DJ, where you at? DJ. He told him what? I go work. And that's what it was. But that was helping me a lot to understand.
That's how you had to learn.
That's how I learned to understand the game. Because I remember one of the first game, you know the half court? So I was still I just passed the half court. So they give me the pass. And I look back, Sebastian was behind me, sit on the other, so I give him back. So the referee called. It's just the process learning. I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So it was a lot of joke like that, a lot of stuff like that. It was happening a lot because you have to make mistakes before you learn. And my mistakes was a lot because I needed to know because they really start from the scratches. And the good thing we really did, he started with me to the fundamental. And I'll tell you why it helped me down the stretch in my career. Really start with the fundamental first. I'm talking about bounce pass, head pass, chest pass, jump stop, UCLA cut, all that kind of stuff, handball. I mean, it was a lot of stuff. We will repeat now every day. Because why? Because that's the game right there.
You have to start from zero.
Yeah, but that's the game. That's the stuff you do. You see in the game every day, right there. And we start from there, and then we go to junior. But it was something. My progression, it was so fast because environment where I was, the way the platform it created around me, it was just automatically I have to, progress. But we get to the point I need to challenge people my weight, my size. And I never forget, before even that one, so it took me to Antwerp practice. And Tony allowed me to come practice with them. And they got me to the game 5-on-5. First I warm up with them, do the drill. Everything was just perfect. And we start 5-on-5. Man, I start blocking shot. And my blocking shot, it was, that practice, I maybe block maybe 20 shots, but that 20 shot maybe have 17 gotten because I didn't know. Because I didn't really know how to, the timing. I didn't really have control of the timing. So I would jump by everything, fake, I'm jumping, block. But I never forget, one of the guys, he used to play there in Antwerp that time. He was an American guy, Otis Hill.
Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah. Otis came to Willie and say, when he go to the league, send me a ticket. And he told him again, he said, what he is doing here, he need to go to the college, to go to the league. You don't have to be here. Willie is like, no, he's not ready yet. We still walk on. From there, we went to Malaga. And it was in Malaga, and then really find out, and then it's Sabonis practice there, and some other guy, they was there also playing Europe before. And then it was another guy who was there. I don't know if this name was Vicious or something like that, but that guy, he played against Willie back in the day, so they was beefing around. Back in the day, they didn't like each other. I didn't know. So when we get there, really, obviously, Markovic, the coach at that time, Malaga, because Jomain was playing there that time.
That's true.
Yeah. So we was there. We went there, and we found, for the first time I saw someone who was taller than me, and big, huge. It was Sabonis. Then I saw Sabonis, I'm like, wow. It was that day, and then I say, okay, now I see somebody's taller than me. He's playing the league. And if I can do what I do to him today, and where Sabonis told me, I'm like, okay, now I'm a focus now to the league. That's where it's going to be my focus.
What did Arvydas Sabonis teach you?
I mean, first when we start practice, when we get there, we introduce whenever, and then Willie spoke to Markovic a little bit, and then they say, oh, we're going to go, I think it was 3-on-3 or 4-on-4. Me, Willie, and some other guy, I don't know if it's Sebastian. I don't think Sebastian. I think maybe Sebastian or some other guy. So we play 3-on-3. Man, I got a ball on full stop. And really was doing on purpose because he want to show Markovic his potential over here. So he told me the ball. I got a ball. 1, 2. I wait as I'm still in the same spot. I didn't move. Because that dude was huge. He was a big. I didn't still move. I got a ball. I told Willie the ball. And Willie give me back again. Throw me back the ball. Then I get the ball. I just trying to make any move. It didn't work. And then Sabonis get the ball on offense. That dude look at me like that. And by the time I was trying to get myself comfortable, you know, to hold him on defense, he just turned one just like that. He scored.
He was amazing. We forget that.
He just turned one. He scored. And then I'm like, how he did that thing? How he made this move?
Yeah, but what is he? 221?
Yeah, and for like 2 minutes we go, you know, go against me. And then Willie come to me and was like, yo, are we gonna do this? I'm like, I mean, look at him, look at me. He said, you better than him. Like that. He said, you better than him. Block this shot. Man, I went back there and I would look Sabonis' feet, he don't jump. So what I was doing, I would just wait on him. I would get close to him. And that's one thing also about me, was I like the physical stuff because I did the judo stuff. And if I play against you not physical to me, I feel disrespectful. I feel like I gotta go to him. Man, I went to Sabonis, man. I just changed everything here. I went to Sabonis, just trying to defend. And then I was waiting when he get the ball, trying to make a move. And then I separate to him, so I got my timing and I wait. And then when he just leave the ball gone and I go get it. Man, I was blocking, Sabonis blocking. At the end, Sabonis asking Willie, he said, what are you doing here? I said, I'll give you my agent number. You gotta go. He told me, you gotta go to the NBA.
That's when you started to believe basketball could be my future, really.
Yeah. So he's like, you gotta go to the NBA. Because for me, with the Willie, all that, with everything happened, my dad, everything, really, when he came to my life, really just like, not replaced by, he just feel what he was missing on that moment for me. And so he know, it takes time to know me. So really know when he can tell me something, I turn around here, turn on, and it's over. I remember one time we went to Charleroi. After signing with Charleroi, because Charleroi came to see me practice one-on-one.
You played in Antwerp, then Leuven, Julie, and...
First I was in Antwerp.
Yeah.
Then Charleroi come see me. Eric Som and Giovanni Botti. They come see me practice. Man, you look that practice, there's no way you're going to say no. Eric Som is like, okay, we got it. Go there, I have to practice with the Gili. Man, we start playing. I didn't understand nothing. Everything was going fast to me. Everything was just fast. At the end of practice, one of the assistant coach will sit next to Willie. Is like, but that's the guy you said is going to go to NBA? Well, he's not even ready to play. Oh, man, Willie got pissed off. Because when we would play 5-on-5, they have that big man. And he was killing me on 5-on-5. Like, I can understand his game. And it was a little bit shorter than me. One thing people, they forgot. Willie was a point guard. So he teach me my basketball skills was the point guard. I used to bring the ball. I used to, like, I can bring the ball, manage the team, like I can bring the ball, like a point guard. He used to teach me that. That's our power warm-up we used to do. I remember when I was in the Leuven playing with 11, we would do the drill, we catch a ball, rebound, you got to dribble, give it to the point guard and they run. Me, I get the rebound, I see dribble, I go all the way, and Peter was waiting for me to give me the ball. I just pass him, I go away, lay up. And then Louis Cassel was upset, he's like, ask him the ball because they're teaching me know how to do this. He's going to do that. If you don't ask, he's going to do that. and during that moment when Willie got pissed off, he came down. He asked the coach when he was talking, he said, okay, bring in that guy, the big man on the side, they're going to go one-on-one with the DJ. And he put me on the side one-on-one with him. I killed that dude on one-on-one. I killed that dude. Eric Som and Giovanni, they was like, okay, yeah, we keep it. I mean, he created all that for me to know the basketball, for me to progress and not to attend
to grow.
go on a basketball game. Yeah.
Of course, a lot of things happened afterwards. After you went to the NBA, all the legal stuff. But when I hear you speak about Willie, it's still with a lot of affection and warmth and love, even though all the stuff that's happened the past 20 years. We know the relationship isn't what it used to be. Do you ever see you two reconnecting?
I'll tell you this. I never really want to talk about, even when that thing was happening. You probably, and nobody probably ever heard me say anything negative to Willie or anything. It's a reason. Because I have a respect for Willie. I have a lot of respect for him. I have a lot of respect for his wife, which is like a mother to me, Anita. For Nathan, Sebastian. I'll say it was a tough situation. What can I say?
If the opportunity,
I can't be mad at him.
No, but if the opportunity presents itself, and
but that's what I'm saying. Like, I can't be mad at him. If I'm sitting here, me and you talking, you asking me all this question because it was a guy named Willie Stevens who gave me opportunity, and I'm always gonna be thankful to him. And for that, I choose to close my mouth. For the respect for him, for the family, for everything. How can you not love Willie? Huh?
I get it. He has a kind heart. And I think he was here sometime, I think a year ago, and you notice when he talks about you, he still has the affection for you as well.
I mean, how can you not love Willie? If you don't love Willie, you don't know him. Or you never understand him. But when you get to know him, see him, he's a nice person. I don't know what happened that time. I don't know what make him or whenever situation. But it's a sad situation. But for me, it's a pass.
But the door is still open for a future.
My door was always open. Do you know how many times I was in the finals? We won. I went sit on the side by myself. And I was like, I would talk to myself inside. I was like, we did it. I said, we did it. We did it well. So many times during the game, like I was looking at him on the stand just to hear his voice because we have that connection. It was amazing. Willie was able to look at me and I know exactly what he said. I know exactly. You don't have to say, you don't have to open his mouth. Willie was going to play. If I score more than 20 points, he won't talk to me for a whole week. If I have one block shot in the game, he won't talk to me. He mad at me. He won't talk to me. So he created this thing on me. And then we get to the point when he says something to me, I don't even have to look at him. I can just hear from his voice. I know exactly what he's trying to say. He was like father to me. And you don't hate your father. I'm a Christian. For the Christian people, you know the Bible. The Bible says, you're honoring your father and your mother. You're always going to have a success. And I think about my little experience, my little career I try. That's why I choose all this time to close my mouth because he's an important person for me.
Okay.
And that's the respect I just give it to him.
Okay. Besides Willie, your years in Belgium, you played Antwerp, Leuven, Gilly, Charleroi. Which teammates and coaches helped you progress as a player and helped you get to the point where you wanted to get?
I'll say this, my career, my beginning, it was, everybody it's like a house. You build, everybody bring little piece of bricks to build a house. Willie started a job. Sometimes I used to go work out with John Loridon. Big John, I miss him. Good person, great man. We work on sky hooks, hook shot. And then after John, when I went to Charleroi, to Gilly, I have a Fulvio, and Fulvio is amazing. Fulvio really bring the fundamental, really like to teach us. I was not just by myself. That time in Gilly, Duke Chomba was there, Imama Puya was there, and we have a few guys, a lot of guys. Sebastien Mayo, I mean, we have a lot of guys that was there. David Purnell, I believe. Yeah, he was there. So we have a whole bunch of guys. Fulvio helped us to grow in basketball. I remember my first ever tournament. We went to Terugblik in France. We have a lot of college come there to play. And Real Madrid came there, their team. We win that tournament, and I was an MVP and best defender. That was my first ever trophy in France, in Terugblik. We beat all the college that was there. Some of the guys even I saw that play against, I saw them on the draft a year after, a couple years after, in the NBA. So, and then after that, Gilly, I start practice with the Charleroi a little bit. And then Giovanni Bozzi chose, and then I was ready to go up to Charleroi. Not to start playing directly, but to be around to understand that level because they will play EuroLeague. In that time, they have a super team. Then I have Luis Worrell, Roger Higgins. It was Ron Elise was there. You know, that time they were trying to win. They were trying to win EuroLeague. Riddick. Mm-hmm. No, Drake came the year after.
Was he? Oh, yeah.
Drake came the year after. Because Drake came the year because they started have to decide, they're going to do me or Dre.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but that time they thought like I still don't have experience for EuroLeague yet. They can use me in the season here, but in EuroLeague, they can use Riddick. In 2009, it was reverse. They will use me in EuroLeague. Like we play Europe, but they don't use me here because here, I don't know, that time for some reason, all the big men, I would just feel they was weak. And when I go EuroLeague, that's how I feel myself, like, because they are tall, strong, and I'll go against them. Because here, all the big men, they was not really 7 feet like me. They were not 7 foot like me. Sometimes you won't play in team, you play against Roger Higgins. It's not that tall, it's not big. And that was difficult for me for the NBA, for the Belgium League at that time. But when you put me in the EuroLeague or Europe Cup game, I'll feel myself in. I'll block shot, get a rebound, finish around the ring. I'll do easy. But when you put me in the league here, and that's why they didn't play me a lot during the Belgium league, but they play me when we go play European Championship or Europe Cup or EuroLeague that time. I remember, it's been a long. Yeah. They will use me that time like that.
Then after that, after the year in Charleroi, your NBA dream. How did that become reality?
Okay. Me and Willie, we always know like that was our goal, to go to NBA. That's our purpose. That's the way we work on. But it was at the time, we're going to have to make a decision. We know that. We knew. Then we're going to have to need an agent. Or if we decide to go to college. Because I have so many scouts. So many college come to Willie. Willie house, at some point, his phone house was ringing. It's all agent calling. We want him to come. I haven't have an agent flew. Not agent, scout. I have a scout. I have even a basketball director of basketball operation flew to come to see me. To see Willie. And Willie was always, he's now ready. He's now ready. I got to prepare him for his English. I got to prepare him for this. It's not ready yet. It's not ready yet. Until we make the deal at the Charleroi. So when we make the deal at the Charleroi, but you know, when you've been around people, some other people, you get to know, you get to hear and learning, and you get to meet some other people. So most of the team I was playing against, it could be European or here, where they was doing. they were calling the college, or they calling the connection they have with the NBA team. Oh, we see this dude over here. He got potential. Whatever. That's how also the way the scout that was coming over here. And I remember when I was on the Charleroi, it was at that point Charleroi decided, Ericsson decided to say, I'm not focused. Because each game, even Belgium League or Euro League or either Cup, we'll have scouting or coaches from Fordham came here to see me. Head coach from Fordham, he came to see me. So all that, Charleroi was thinking it was mess me up. Like I can't be focused. Because I was go to the game, because I was nervous, and I'll do 3/4 like in 1 minute or 2 minutes. And I have to see it. And then Charleroi decided they don't want to know. They don't want any scout at the gym to come see me. Even the scout, they was hiding. They don't tell me. They was hiding them. They don't tell me. So that's the thing that was going bad. Because we know. And then we need agent. And we was waiting the time. But when I get to the Charleroi, it was a different ball game. Because keep in your mind, I was growing up too. Any kids, when you're in a different area, when you're with your parents, of course, you're learning what they tell you. You're learning your coaches, whenever. The one who's responsible for you. You're learning everything. You trust them. But when you go to college, whenever you start live by yourself, you face the reality. That reality sometimes maybe make people happy, maybe not make people happy because you know better now. You understand, you can make a decision, stuff, but it's not about you. You always gotta talk to your mentor, someone. And me, my mentor was Willie. I used to be an agent to Willie house. I was like, hey, Willie, somebody call me. I give you a number. Somebody call me, I give you a number. Talk to him. But at some point, like I start understanding myself. And I had to make some decisions. And that's how comes for Buna come to the picture. And I took Buna twice to Willie house. Talk to Willie. He's the one that final decision. But you see, Willie was still... Willie have so much affection for me. He don't want to let me go. He's scared somebody, maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he was scared if I go. I don't know, somebody else will take me. I don't know. I can't really explain that. One thing I know, he's not ready yet. He don't know how to speak English yet. So let him, when he's ready, he's going to the draft. But he was posed a problem that time. That was my year of the draft. I have to make a decisions. And Buna came, talk to me. So it happened, I hurt my knee. The Charleroi. ACL. And you know that time, media, everybody talk. It's over for him, like, all this negative stuff. And I suffered that moment because it was the moment really I needed him too. One moment. But that moment, it was not really close to me enough. But I work on it. I work on it, and when I got better, I started playing. They sent me to 11. They traded me to 11. So I went to 11 over there to try to get back in shape, everything, start playing. And, everything went from there, and then that agent, Buna, he never stopped. Always calling me, follow me. I was going to play whenever we go. He's going to go over there, see me. I was going to go. We're going somewhere, we're going to play Euro League whenever he's going to go to see me. So I kind of felt something. I'm like, maybe this is the right time. But all that, I never anything negative whenever to Willie because I always bring to him. But when I get to the point, like I have to make a decision because at the end of the day, it's my life. I have to make a decisions. So I make a decision with Buna. I'm like, you know what? Let's go. Because you agent, NBA agent, Buna he becoming NBA agent. I'll go with you. That's how I make a decision. I sign with him.
And he was the one that got you in touch with the Mavericks or
Yes.
or any other team. Was it only Dallas?
No, it was, man, I have pretty much, I don't know, I have pretty much all the team there.
Talking about 2004.
Yeah, and keep in your mind, on that time, I have a Real Madrid, Barcelona, Malaga, CSK, Moscow, all of them eyes on me. All of them eyes on me. So make a decision, young man. They show you the paper. That's what you get when you go to Real, whenever, Russia. Or you maybe go to the NBA. You're going to make a decision. But because I knew what I want.
And that was the NBA.
Yeah, it was the NBA. I didn't care. Because, in life, and that's one thing I learned. If you think you better, if you think you can make another level, don't be happy where you are. Don't be, what's the word? Don't be comfortable where you are. And I wasn't not comfortable because I still know that's what I want over there. I want to get there.
And why did you choose for Dallas?
When I choose to Dallas, because a lot of people, they don't know this story. What I'm going to tell you now. Amadou Gallo, which is African president, ball African president, African League, NBA African League. Amadou Gallo, that time he was still director of scouting of Dallas Mavericks. And Amadou is the one got Dirk, got some other player, Tariq Abdul Rahim that time. And he know, because he's French, he's originally from Senegal.
Tariq Abdul Wahad, yeah.
Yeah, he's from Senegal. So he knows European basketball a little bit. So he have an eyes on me already. And on that time, Masai also come to see me. Masai, that time he just started with the Denver Nuggets. Masai come to see me. So we have to figure out a way, because I'm not going to the draft, we have to figure out a way to do the sample. And I remember a general manager of the Dallas Mavericks flew to Paris.
Was it Donnie Nelson back then?
Yes.
The son of the head coach?
Yeah. Flew to Paris. We have a game here it was an early game we played here at the Spiridome. We finished that game around by 4 p.m. Right after that, I jumped in the car, me and my brother, we drove all the way to Paris. I never forget, I woke out at 8 p.m. After the game, I woke out in the phone they created this group of players, they came there 5-on-5 to play against me, so they can see me. I woke on the phone on Donnie Nelson. So he's like, okay, we finished, drove back here. And then after, I remember that year when I think we win the championship with Spiru. After we win the championship, before even that year, I was playing already with Charlotte, with Andrew Riddick. And I didn't really like the coach who was there, the Croatian guy, Savo Vasovic. He also was one of the reasons I wanted to go in the NBA so bad.
The coach you had at Charleroi?
Yeah, because he didn't want to play me in the Belgium League. He always play me when we go play outside. So one time, we playing a game or somewhere, I take some shots, he's mad at me. He's like, you don't take this shot, you don't do this. I'm like, I got to do my job whenever. He's like, Then he said something, you think Charleroi is your El Dorado? And when he said something like that to me, I'm like, oh, really? And I remember it was like a halftime. So I call him.
Savo Vucevic.
Yeah, I call him, let's go talk outside. He's like, I'm not going to talk outside. That's different between me as a coach and some other coach if I'm in Belgium. I'm like, so you be disrespectful for everybody. You think you're the best, huh? I'm like, I'm not playing. So I go back, sit on the ground. And I remember Jacques Stars and some other guy, they're going to talk to me. He's like, no, don't worry about it. I'm like, you know what? I'm not staying here. I'm leaving next year. I'm going to the league. And they all look at me like,
yeah, right.
On. Yeah, right. I say, I'm leaving next year. I'm going to prove you. And I remember that year we played playoff against Ostend. Ostend, Andre Riddick was tired because the season and also play with us and like in EuroLeague or Europe Cup. He was really, really tired. And Jacques Stas came to me after practice. He's like, DJ, because we used to call me Dre. He said, Dre is tired. If we're going to win this championship, it's going to be with you. I need you to be focused. Don't follow this crazy coach. Just be focused. You're going to see yourself. If you do what you do when I ask you to do, actually, he taught me, he motivated me. After that, I take over. And man, we beat the Ostend and we went to play final against Liège. And we beat the Liège. And I was just do what I was supposed to do, which Jacques Stas told me to do. And I was doing, and we win. So after we won that night. Next day, I catch a flight. I went to the big man camp, Treviso. I don't know if they're still doing that. It was a big man camp. It was going on over there. I get there. And when I get there, all the NBA team was there because all the European big men, they was there for the camp. And man, it was amazing. Everybody knew I was there, so everybody would wait for me. So we planned these things between my agent and Dallas Mavericks. We created this rumor like my ankle's not good. So when we created this rumor, my ankle's not good, and then I'm hurt, I can't really practice. And then I have to leave. I go to excuse. So I leave. I came back to Belgium. 2 days later, I got my ticket, everything, go to Mavericks, go to Dallas. And that this is short stuff I'm going to give it to you. Like, for example, from the beginning also, the first person also who worked with me in the post move was Coach Vakenschkaaf. Coach Lucien Vakenschkaaf.
I remember that. You went to the camps.
I went to the camp and Charleroi hired him. He hired him to come teach me and practice with me with the Sébastien Boujat. And we practiced all season. Then the coach Lucien was like, nah, he created big man camp. So we went all of us in big man camp. But all that he was doing, but it was based on me. Because he was get paid by the Charleroi to coach me. So it was really, really fun and good. He did help me as well, Coach Lucien. And he's the one of the first coach come visit me in Dallas. He came visit me in Dallas, and then after he visited, he went to the practice. And after practice, a game, and then I went to eat with him. It's like, DJ, from now, don't listen. Everything people tell you, you focus, close your mouth, just practice and do what you know to do. Because people back then, they don't understand NBA, they don't know nothing. They don't know people here have a role to do. They don't know that.
Before you got to Dallas, did you ever meet with Coach Don Nelson or only with his son?
I never met with the Coach Nelson.
Until you got to Dallas?
Until I get to Dallas. Okay.
How were your first days in the US? How was adaptation to life in the US?
I mean, first when I get there, first, it was a summer league. I had to play with the team, summer league, Dallas Mavericks summer league team, which is a lot of the guys, I even know them. But it's funny because when I was with the Charleroi, when we would play, I don't know if a EuroLeague or Europe Cup, we had a fight in, I think it was in Italy. I forgot the team. And that team, who was played there? Sasha Vujasic, who becoming my teammate.
In LA.
In LA. On that team, who was played there, Pavel Podkolsen, who was drafted the same year as me with the Dallas Mavericks. He's a big man as well. So it was funny when I walked to the locker room. I saw Pavel. I'm like, I know you because we got in a fight. Charleroi gets at them. We finished that game. That was funny. We finished that game with the 5-player.
Because of all the ejections.
No, because we fight. It was a big fight. I mean,
I don't remember that.
The way I am, if we a teammate, we play. If somebody touch you, touch me directly. I'm not let that thing go. Yeah, that's my mentality. I'm going to go straight to that person just to protect my teammate. And that time, I don't know, facing have a fight or something like that. We all jump in and half the team will suspend. We finished the game by 5. So Pavel was on that team. So we meet again in Laco. And then we look at each other for like 10 seconds. We were just looking at each other. And then I'm like, so what we gonna do? We gonna fight again here? Like, no.
You were cool.
We cool.
Okay.
I mean, with that team, we practice. And then our first game before we go on the Summer League in Vegas, because I remember my first year we did 3 Summer League. We did LA, South Beach, and we do Utah, and then we did Vegas. We're supposed to go to Orlando, but we choose to not go. But before that, we have like and it was that time also was the Olympic. Chinese national team was do this training camp in Dallas. And that was the first time. That was Yao Ming's second year. That was the first time I met Yao Ming. I have to play against him. Oh, man. During that game, it was a festival of a black shot for me. I didn't even know if I scored. I know I got more than 20 rebounds. Black shot, I don't know how many. It was a lot. From that game, Mark Cuban, when they asked him, right after the game, media, they say, what do you think about the new big man you guys trying on right now? He said, oh, DJ. When he called that name DJ, that's how my name is still DJ till today. Because Mark Cuban can't pronounce the name Didier. He called me DJ.
Thank you, Mark Cuban.
So Cuban, he saw that he liked it. He's like, yo, we're going to keep him. Oh, yeah, we're going to keep him. So that's how it went. Like that.
How was it basketball-wise to adapt to the NBA level coming from Belgium? Because that's a big difference. That's
a good question. It was yeah, that's a good question. But I have a chance. I came to the team who they have already French speaker one. Tariq was there.
Yeah.
And Doug, which is broke French. It was helping me a lot. For me, I was comfortable already to see those 2 people. Plus, I have Amadou Gallo who know me, who was a scout, a general scout of Nederlands, maar, who speak French. So all 3, they was helping me a lot. They were helping me a lot. Even something I don't understand, I'll ask a doc, he would try and explain me the best he could. And Tariq was trying to explain me, but because it was sometimes we finish practice, we go home, but I didn't know we're leaving right after that. After practice, we're all leaving. We go on the road. But I go back home, and then I get my phone ringing. I'm like, what? We still on the plane, wait for you. I'm like, what? We leaving today? I start packing my stuff. Yeah, it was a lot of stuff like that. But
and the team, how did they receive you? How was the reception when you got in there? Because there was a season after Steve Nash left Dallas. Have you seen the names of that team?
Steve Nash, because it was Steve Nash. It was this big boy, Antoine
Walker.
Antoine Jameson. Antoine Jameson.
Yeah.
And Antoine Walker. They all left at the same time.
And Antoine Walker.
Yeah, Antoine Walker. They all left. So I came to take Antoine Walker's spot.
Yeah, you had Nowitzki, Michael Finley, Jerry Stackhouse, Jason Terry, Keith Van Horn, Josh Howard, Sean Bradley, Daryl Armstrong.
Yeah.
Not a bad team.
Oh, a lot. Yeah. So we was there, and here's the thing. If you want to be respected in the NBA, you got to know how to respect yourself. How? You got to be on time. You got to do what they ask you to do. You got to work hard. And you got to have a result. You can't just work hard and then they put you on the court, you don't do anything. And my biggest problem that time was communication, my English. If you go back, what Willie will say, he's not ready because it's English, it's this. And when I got there, that was one of the problems I had. Communicate. If you go to the like shady team, I'm not called shady team because all NBA team is great. It's a franchise. I mean, it's the same thing, only different, just a logo. But if I was ending up thinking in mind, if I was ending up in Minnesota or Milwaukee, team like that.
Or Charlotte. Those teams, those the one they let you play. They let you develop. You see a lot of guys. I came in the league at the same time with the Dwight Howard, with the Okafor. That's the Laurel Deng. Those the guy I came to the league in the same year with. Devin Harris, Iguodala. Those the guy I was in the same year. But those guys, they was on a team who they don't have ambition to win a championship. They was a team that developed their player. Just like Bosch was in Toronto. Toronto was going nowhere, but Bosch would score like 30 points every night because the team
really give him opportunity to play. Or me, I came to the team that was pretending to win the championship. So it was no time for a rookie who have to learn the game. It was no time, or you perform right away, or we're going to give you a role and you're going to play based on that role. And that's what happened to me.
Who took you under their wing from the team? Because every rookie has a vet. Who was your vet?
My vet?
Yeah, your veteran. Who was it?
It was Evident P. That was my close friend till today. And even a Dirk. I mean...
what did he make you do? What were your rookie duties?
Oh, man. Okay, my rookie duty was different. I was tall, big. I believe some guy that was scared because they look at my background. So they was...
Don't mess with him.
Don't mess with him.
Yeah.
Because one thing I used to do also in the locker room, when I get to the locker room, and I'll tell you that all the story long after. Why? So I have this two paper. It was sent me by international. One, it was Judo International Federation. Another one is the United States Judo Federation. They sent me that. They brought me during the game. You know, in America, when you're not paying like child support or you owe somebody, so they're going to come and drop you a letter. Yeah. So you sign in front of everybody. They don't care. So they brought her during the halftime. And all the coaches, everybody look at me like, DJ, you have some baby somewhere you never pay child support? I'm like, I don't know. And when I get to locker room, I open. Those letters would just mean then my arm, and when I know on martial law, is considered like a weapon. So I can fight. So if I fight, even it's not my fault, but I'm going to jail. I can't. So I used to take those papers. Every time I go any team I play, they know that. I put it in the locker room, like, and I put a little paper on the bottom. I say, in case you want to make a wrong decision, I leave right there.
So no rookie duties.
No rookie duties.
No laundry, nothing. Good life.
So, but it was still some people, they were trying to revenge me. I would not call the name, but I'll tell you. I used to bring the Krispy Kreme fresh in the morning and coffee. We go out of town whenever. We at the hotel, we all go out to come back. They call you at 1 a.m., 2 a.m. Hey, I need the Air Jordan. Rooks, I need the Air Jordan. You get it? You get it what I said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what did you say?
I need the Air Jordan. I'm like, Air Jordan, this time in the night, 1 o'clock. Yeah. Man, go on the corner, there's a gas station right there, over there, or CVS. Pharmacy, you can find over there. And then I go over there. I wake up, put the clothes on, go to the gas station, buy, and bring and go to the hotel room, put it on the door, on the front door, put a little envelope right there. For the people that need it, or they ask, I put it right there. Those duty things like you have to do.
Yeah,
we land in Utah or Denver late night, like it's cold, it's snow, and you have to carry all the bag, everybody, put it to the bus, from the airplane to the bus, put it to the bus. And when we get to the hotel, do the same thing. And early in the morning, they wake you up. You gotta go take all the practice gear and put it in everybody's door. Those are stuff I did as a rookie.
Do you know who you played your first game against? Do you still remember that? Your first official NBA game. So no summer league, no preseason, official NBA game. It's a long time ago.
Long time. It got to be
21 years ago in November.
Milwaukee?
Nah.
No.
Was at home against...
It was at the home.
It was in Dallas against the Memphis Grizzlies. You played your first game against Pau.
Against Pau.
Against Pau.
Yeah, I remember now. Because I remember one of my first game home, and I was so happy about that. I couldn't sleep at night. I'll tell you why. I've been in NBA. I was on NBA already that year. No, we traveled and gonna play, but it was the second game home. Like, I don't know if it's the second game home, but it was one of the best game. But I'll tell you why it was the best game for me. Because I blocked Tony Kukoc. Tony was going to basketball where I blocked him. And then later on, I'm like, I just blocked Tony Kukoc.
Bucket list.
Yeah.
Why did you choose number 28 in the NBA?
Was there a reason behind that?
Yes, there was a reason behind that. I came from a huge family. Total, we 21 different moms. Plus, I want to carry. It was a decision to make it. Did I want to carry 21 or I want to carry 7 years?
You matched that.
So I matched this.
Okay.
So it becoming 28.
Yeah, nice. Didn't know that. You played with prime Dirk Nowitzki. Because of the later years, I think a lot of people have forgotten about long-haired Dirk Nowitzki. Tell us about how special he was. What did you learn? From him practice-wise? Because Dirk had his special, unique practice style.
Yes, that's true. Dirk is one of the. Actually, I was blessed and lucky to play in the league with all the great players. Each team I was going. But for Dallas Mavericks, Dirk was exceptional. Dirk have his own way to practice. You come back and now you see him practice with the Ugo, his old coach. And at some point, they asked Ugo to coach me. And he started coaching me. That's how I developed that jump shot. I know already shoot, but that's how I developed really the skills. It was with the Ugo. Because he would show me how Dirk shoot. You see Dirk make this move on the top, on the top of the key or the free throw line or these jab steps and stuff. But look, Dirk don't really look at you. He don't really look at you. He look at basketball and he look at your legs. So you have to learn all that. And he helped me because also Avery Johnson that time wanted me in the practice to play against Dirk. He wanted me to play against Dirk because Avery actually changed also my game because he don't want me to shoot, he don't want me to do anything. He just want me to rebound, block shot, and run. Because he was telling me, say, you the athlete we have here in a team who can run, jump, do all kind of stuff, athletic stuff. So we really want you to do this. Actually, even Mark Cuban told me first time he said, DJ, I need you to put all the stuff in the hair like a Rodman. I need you to be a Rodman. I'm like, no, I can't. Because that's the thing they wanted me to be. They want to categorize me on that one. But I didn't want. And I have to prove myself to Avery. And then I can do more. That's why he chose, I think 2 years later, it took me to the summer league with him. I practiced with him. And then he played me 2 games, but he played me on a 4 position. Just allow me to shoot. And I would shoot the hell out of the ball like I want. Everything was going in. It was just great. And then the year after, in preseason game, Dirk was hurt coming from European Championship, European League national team. Mm-hmm. And every let me started is a preseason game. So I play as a 4. That's how I developed my game. And when the season started, I start back up Dirk and back up also a 5. And the same year, I got hurt to my knee again. And that's the one kind of.
The first year you get the knee injury.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why you didn't play a lot of games the first year. But I want to go back first. I want to go back to Mark Cuban because that was early days. Mark Cuban. He bought the team in 2000, so he only had it for 4 years when you started as a Maverick.
Yeah.
What made him so unique as an owner? Can you tell us some of the craziest things you lived through with him?
Mark Cuban?
Yeah, because I think you have 1,001 stories about Mark Cuban.
I have a lot. Till today. He's still one of my good friends. I even spoke to him like 3 days ago. We emailed each other for some different business. We emailed each other.
So tell us something. What did you go through back in those days?
Mark is a great guy. Great owner who understand the player better even than the player themselves. He'll make you so comfortable. So you don't have no excuse to not do your job. He'll give you all opportunity, everything you need. Just so you can grow on your basketball and make the team better and your teammate. I have a lot. I'm telling you, I didn't even know which one to start. It's so, Marky was like, we playing. When they put me in the game, I can hear this one voice, DJ, give me some jump hook. Give me some jump hook, baby.
But he was close to the team. It was kind of like a friend for the players back then.
Oh yeah, Mark is the type of guy. He
used to go out with us.
He would party with us.
Yeah, that's what
One time, we lost, it was the year after finals with the Mavericks. Dirk was MVP.
Yeah, 06, 07.
Yeah, so we having a party they do for Dirk MVP. And at the end of the party, because everything closed 2 o'clock, at the end of the party, one of my teammates, Josh Howard, he doing a joke. He said, after party at the Didier house. So I thought it was a joke. So I left. I went to eat with my friends. So we went to eat. And when I sit and eat, I had a phone call. My little brother called me. I was like, yo, did you have people come to the house? I'm like, no. He said, yeah. It looked like, oh, I just saw Dirk right here. I'm like, Dirk in my house? What the hell is he doing over there? So I drove back home, came see all the car park outside to the gate, everything. I'm like, oh. Walk inside. See all of them in my kitchen, in my garage, and everywhere they were sitting. Some of them in a room upstairs. And my Cuban was there. Everybody was just having fun. That's the type of my Cuban owner is. When it's time for business, time for practice to play, be there, do your part. And the rest is going to follow. Mm. That's all Mark. That's the definition of Mark. It's a great person. And beside of that, I have done a lot of stuff, and I don't even know if I can say that. Because like I told you, when I have a time, or I choose to spend most of my time for the other people when they have a voice. And with the Mark, we did a lot of work. I think we did build in one school, yeah. The Mark, yeah.
Where?
In Congo.
In Congo, yeah, nice. Didn't know that.
Yeah.
On the court, your first season, you just told me you struggled with injuries. Second season was different. You played more and more. And then there's that one moment in the playoffs that still stands out. You get suspended for going to the stands.
In the finals.
In the Western Conference finals against Phoenix.
Yeah.
Because you wanted to protect your coach's wife.
What happened was this. Here's what happened.
Avery Johnson was head coach back then. Yeah.
Here's what happened. During the game, when they call timeout, they take you out. You don't want to sit directly where everybody says. You want to sit at the end so you can breathe. You know, some of the guy, like, not the guy who they came from the game. It depends on the player. But most of me, I would love to sit right there so I can have fresh air, you know. And while I was sitting right there, I was at the end, behind, 2 steps behind, it was Avery Johnson's wife and kid. And that time, the fan, they was not good. They was just talk crazy, talk bad words to the wife and kids. And we can hear his little boy, the way he was kind of, you know, they knows everything and his daughter. And Avery was focused. And then he looked around when he turned back, because when you look this side, it's a basketball court. When you look back, though, you can see them right there. Mm-hmm. As a father or husband, it's normal. It's like, hey, somebody tell my wife to go to the locker room. To go, he said to go to the locker room or somewhere just to go.
Because they were heckling her.
Yeah. And then, because it was like 5 minutes or 6 minutes left. So, you know, that tension, all that. Everybody is kind of like, you know, nerves, you know, like everybody is. So, Didier Armstrong, who was next to me, I think he was about to go inside to the game. And when Avery would say, Didier, look at me and say, yo, DJ, ask his wife, tell every wife to move. And I stand up. So I stand up, I move just 1 step behind to the stand like that. And my Cuban pushed me back. He said, don't go over there. I'm like, why? He said, no, the rule changed. If you go to the stand, you're going to get suspended.
If you leave the bench area, yeah.
Go back. So I went back to sit, but I didn't know my feet was already covered by the video camera.
It's just 1 foot?
Yes, it was already covered by the video camera. And on the same time also, the league was looking for opportunity to send a message after the fight between Indiana and Detroit.
Yeah, that was only 2 years before that.
Yes. Yeah. So that was the message the league want to send it. Anybody fight whenever, that's what's going to happen. Because I know we went to meeting, we talked to the league.
You got a 5-game suspension for that.
I told them, I said, that may be one time in my life. I don't know how long I can be in the league, but that may be one time I'll be in the final. Why you not, guys? I mean, I'm not superstar, I'm nothing. But why I gotta, I gotta take this course for everybody. They just make me understand, that's just what it is. And I have to accept it. That's just what it is. And I missed those 5 games. I was watching at the hotel room. And if we were home, I'd be in the shoot round, but I got to leave the gym by 12 o'clock. And it was hard. It was hard because you watch a Shaq killing and do all kind of stuff. You're like, hey, I could do there. I could be there just to give it to sacrifice my body for the team, go against a Shaq. I mean, even I have 5 fought in 3 minutes, 5 minutes, but that 3 minutes maybe is the last. We safe because we know he's not going to make a free throw. Mm-hmm. But on the other side, he's just going to kill you. You know what I'm saying? And I can just give it to all my fault and make our big men, save our big men for the rest of the game. Because there's no way you can stop Shaq anyway. So.
Not a good memory, that finals.
It was not a good memory. Yeah. I mean, even when I came back, I was not really motivated. I just go here and then just playing, but it was just different.
After that period in Dallas, why did it end? Why did Mavericks waive you eventually?
Because I was coming from injury need.
ACL. Yeah.
And that time, what's it called? Jason Terry was hurt, and we needed another point guard. It was a 2 choice. Trade me or release me. Trade me for another point guard, but I was not ready. So it was another choice for release me. And that's how I have a conversation with Mark Cuban. So he's like, DJ, first I didn't want to because I was really, really mad that time. Because why? Because that time I just started investing over there.
It was home.
It was home. I got a house and got a club and got a restaurant. So I was starting to invest in stuff, over there. And I'm just like, damn, and everybody here, that's my family, that's a life over here, friends, And I love Dallas water. It was good. It was hot. I'm like, wow. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm not playing the NBA anymore. I'm going back to Europe.
You really thought that?
Oh, yeah. That time I told my agent, I said, you know what? We already got a contract. They're going to pay anyway. So I'll go back to Europe. If it's not Mavericks, I'm not playing anymore. I just told him like that. He's like, whatever.
But then Don Nelson called.
And then I thought Mark Cuban again, talked to him on the phone. He's like, DJ, listen, it's not about you. It's straight business. I'm always going to be there for you. I'm always your friend. It's all about business. Guess what? Where you going to go? You might be winning and you will make more money than you make here. I'm like, okay. And then I got a phone call from Don Nelson. And I know Don Nelson did it because he was in beef with the Mavericks. So with the Mark Cuban. So he was like, okay, I'm going to take a DJ. So
you went to Golden State, but that didn't last long as well.
No, it didn't last. It didn't last long. Yes, because why? Also, I was not really comfortable over there. I was not really comfortable because the game, Don Nelson have this game, like everybody gotta bring the ball, shoot. Everybody do this.
Modern basketball.
Yeah, and I came from injury, so I'm just trying to figure myself, building confidence off my knee. I was going to the game. I'm hesitate to jump, hesitate to go to block shot. I still have that hesitation. But in the practice, I'm there. I'm trying. And I was wearing this big old brace. Till one day in the game, I just take it out. I'm like, no, fuck it. It's over. I start playing. But at the same time, we have a team who, it was just different. I came from Dallas Mavericks team who, I gotta be honest, we were spoiled. Very spoiled. And came to Golden State, it was just, damn. And it was all about your guy, dog. It was, man, let me tell you, that Golden State team, we have Stephen Jackson, Matt Bounce, Allen Harrington,
Baron Davis.
Dude.
That were the We Believe Warriors. That eliminated Dallas the year before.
That's a straight hood. And I'm going to talk about, excuse me the language, but it's straight nigga. like that's weird. Like, it was just, man, that team was interesting. But we was winning. We love each other. That's what we would do. We practice hard, play hard, winning, and we party. That's what we would do.
in the end, if you look at it, it wasn't so bad for you that it ended in Golden State. Because that led to a 10-day contract with the Lakers.
Yeah.
To another 10-day contract with the Lakers. And then to Zealand at the end of the season. How did the Lakers contact you? How did you get in touch with them?
So here's the thing. Similar situation with the Golden State.
You get waived?
No. We have Prenga problem. And I'm still coming back from injury. Because I got to say, this Golden State was really patient with me. Because they know my situation and stuff. And they need a point guard. Baron Davis was hurt. So I had to make a decision. And Chris Mullin come talk to me. It's like, DJ, you know what? This is a situation. This is where we are. What do you think? I'm like, do what you have to do. Because that time, even I moved to Golden State, I was still hurt for me leaving Mavericks. And I say, okay, do what you feel the best to do. And he's like, okay, let's talk tomorrow. So I went back to my hotel. And I'm just thinking, I'm like, should I leave here or stay here? Should I leave or stay here? And then next day in the practice, Chris Mullin come to me and was like, you know what, DJ, we really need a point guard. So with your knee situation, every team, they hesitate for a trade because they don't know. But we're just going to waive you. I'm like, well, it's fine. So I finished practice. I went back to the hotel, sitting, just thinking. And it was a Lakers game. Andrew Bynum out for the season. I was just watching the game. I see him the way he fell. I was just watching the game. Directly, my agent called me. Hey, you ready? I said, for what? He said, on this moment, you're the only big man on the market. They're going to come after you. I'm like, well, okay. The next day, I got a phone call. My agent called me first, says like, yeah, you're going to receive a phone call. Just be polite and, all kind of stuff. I'm like, okay. He didn't tell me who. And then phone ring and pick up Phil Jackson. I'm like, DJ, yeah, this is the coach Phil. I'm like, oh my God. I will see them get myself together. I'm like, hey, coach, how you doing? I know you in San Francisco. We send the car to come pick you up. Everything, they arrange everything, pick me up, take me to the LA. And I remember that night, the Lakers, they was playing Miami Heat. And Shaq was killing. I think they was off by 20-something, man. Shaq, he was killing all the big men that was there. And I was just sitting right there. And then at halftime, when the player passed, and then Phil was passing, and he looked at me, he saw me. And so he looked at me and said, now you know why I need you here. I'm just like, so the next day, practice, and they got me playing one-on-one, and then Philly stopped. It's like, okay, let's do some drills. So we do the drill. We do, like what they call it? Go around the world.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And I went and coming back, and they missed it. So our assistant coach, Brian Shaw, he was like, what? He was like, oh yeah, we're going to use him different. And then it's gone from there. They give me 10-day first, and then the second 10-day, and then it's gone
guaranteed.
for...
How was it to join another team in the middle of the season?
But here's the thing. You got to be professional. That's one alone. After a while, you have to be professional. It's it's the... Yeah, it's not about you. It's not you. If you're a franchise player, I can understand. But in the same time, even a franchise player, you're not guaranteed. You see what to look at.
Yeah, but it's different for role players. It's mostly different than for...
Yeah. But you see what to look at what happened.
Yeah.
So it's always happening like this. So you have to be prepared yourself. I'm here, but I can leave anytime. They can trade me anytime for any reason. Mm. And that's why I learned from there. Yeah. And when I get to the Lakers, it was just a different game because Kobe
joined a loaded team.
Yeah.
Kobe Bryant, Pau Gasol, Trevor Ariza, Derek Fisher, Lamar Odom.
Yeah.
And of course, if you get Phil Jackson as head coach.
But before even that, if I can go back a little bit.
Sure.
Before I get to the Lakers, me and I think that me and Brian always, when we play against each other, when we play against the Mavericks, he always makes sure, like he send me a message or something, are you going to block me? To play with my brain. And I find that later after I go to the Lakers, I know the way he operates, then I realize that's what he does. So he would make sure like message come to me. Some kind of how. Just to mess with me. Oh, you going to block me? Or if I see him on a warm-up or game before a star, he come next to me like, you going to try to block me? Because that's the only thing I want to do when I see him on the court is block his shot. And he's gone from there. So when I get to the Lakers, when everybody will talk about Kobe, he's arrogant, this. So we all know, if you don't get close to the person, you won't know him.
But also, when you talk about Kobe Bryant, when you joined the Lakers, you were talking about 2008. 08 Kobe Bryant was a different person than 02-03 Kobe Bryant. He also spoke about it. It's himself after the 08 Olympics in Beijing.
Yeah.
He changed, and even before that, Pau Gasol also changed him into more of a team-oriented guy. Before that, he was more of a loner.
Absolutely. I'll tell you, I mean, here's the thing. People seeing stuff far away, but inside is more than that. Inside is more than that. I'll tell you some stuff, you won't be surprised. Inside is more than that. I mean, when I was with the Mavericks, the reason I got hurt my knee, it was because I was defending against Pau. I would defend against Pau. That's why we playing playoff. I would defend against Pau, and he was trying to attack me, penetration, I stop him, but he fell on my knee. So when I get to the Lakers, Pau wasn't there yet. Because I came before Pau. It was just me and Ronnie Turiaf.
And Kwame. So when Pau got traded, when Kwame and Chris Mim got traded for Pau. That trade is still crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Because nobody knew that Marc Gasol would be that good.
Yeah. So Kobe, we came from shoot around. We go to the hotel, and I was sitting in my bed. I look on TV. I saw Kwame Brown got traded. I'm like, what? We just came from training camp. So I called him. I'm like, hey, you saw what I saw? He's like, yeah, man, you know what? That's just what it is. And I understand that moment, you know. If you find you got traded or wave, it's not a good news. You know? And I understand he was frustrated and upset a little bit. But it's a great man, great guy, Kwame Brown. Then right after a minute, after I finished the talk to Kwame, my room, I open, Kobe Bryant. So what do you need? Because I was always like trying to be away, you know, for the respect. I always been like that. So I was going
a little distant.
I like to create my own distance. I have my own respect. I don't like people being in place, people kissing people's ass and stuff. I don't like that kind of stuff. I work hard to get what I get, to the level I get. So I need to be respected just the way I respect you, because I respect what I'm doing. And he just come to me, it's like, yo, you heard we just got traded. Pau is coming over here with us. I said, yeah, that's crazy. He said, yeah, but I need you to be on him. I need you to make him more strong. I need you to be on him on defense every day. I know how you practice. I know. He started telling me stuff about me. I didn't even know he knows that. I know how you practice. I know how you do this. I know how you do this. He's telling me stuff. He's like, I need you to do that to Pau. And I didn't tell nobody that story. I only tell Pau that on his retirement, Josie. And then I call him on the side. I say, Pau, I got something I need to tell you. He said, what? I said, you remember when you got traded? Look how Brian came to my room and told me to do. That's why Pau, in practice, I never make it easy for him. I was on his ass on practice. Mm-hmm. Even when I left, I went to Lakers. We play against each other in playoff. I even hurt him here.
You came from Dallas to Golden State. What's different about being a Laker in LA than being a Maverick in Dallas or a player of the Warriors in Oakland? Because the Lakers are the Lakers. You got some of the historic teams. You got Boston. You got LA. You got Chicago.
I tell you this. First of all the NBA team, it's the NBA.
Sure,
you're gonna get paid no matter where you go. and you're going to be recognized no matter how performing you do.
But the Lakers are a worldwide brand.
But the Lakers, I think Magic Johnson with the Showtimes, including Shaq and Kobe, they took this team to the level. When you go play with the Lakers, the expectation is so high. It's so high. When you don't do your job, whenever, it's going to be seen in a minute. It's going to be recognized. He's not good for this. Even if you've been there for 2-3 years, with a now result, it's 0. Because why? Showtime, when they was there, they left the legacy with something.
I think, what is it? Nine NBA finals in 12 years with Magic, I think.
And Shaq and Kobe, they did an extremely unbelievable job. Like they stand it so high, they left right there with results. Because at the end of the day, it's, okay, you be in the league, then what you did? Did you win anything? In the league,
it's a ring culture.
In the league, you're always going to make money. But did you win anything?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good question.
That makes a difference.
Yes. Mm. So then when we came, also we left something on our time. Whenever it's going to come after, also they're going to leave. The legacies keep going. So those teams where the Lakers, like a Boston Celtics, they have a high standard.
Mm-hmm.
Very high. And the same thing now when you playing with the Dallas Mavericks, if you're a good player, and just like Luka, they expect you to be like Dirk. They expect you to take the team to the level Dirk did because he left them so high. So you got to come there, you got to do better than him. If you don't do better than him, you just play. A regular player. You win, you make money, you maybe name, they know you better.
But people forget that it took 13 years for Dirk to win. 13 years. It took a long time. He got, because of Mark Cuban had the patience, and now the new owner doesn't have the patience that Mark used to have. They gave Dirk the chance to fail.
Absolutely.
And then to succeed.
Absolutely.
We've all heard the stories about Phil Jackson and his crazy coaching methods. You lived them. You lived them. How were they really?
Man, I'm going to tell you this. Phil Jackson, Zen Masters, is no coach. And I'll say it again and I mean it. There's no coach is better than Phil Jackson. This dude, he take you from here to here if you follow him, if you focus on him, if you understand what he's telling you. When I get to the Lakers first time, first practice, all of us, include Kobe, everybody. Our warm-up, we do fundamental. Chest pass, overhead pass, bench pass. So I'm like, Phil, this is not college. He even don't listen to me. He even listen to him. He is the only coach I know. He can have a conversation with the player, even an argument. He will let you speak, say what you think in your mind. And Phil gonna let you do what you know to do the best. That's why Phil will let me shoot during the game. He let me do whenever I want. I feel like I can do in that moment during the game. I feel myself. Because also you show him improve in practice. That's why he allow you to do. But in the same time, he motivate you. He know how to put you in the situation. He know how, like, we travel, we go to the city like Atlanta or Miami. It's a hot city. Everybody want to do this, do that. But he will throw you like 3 books. Read it.
What kind of books did he give you?
It doesn't matter.
But do you remember some of the books?
Me, I think one book I remember was a Black in Inglewood. Black people in Inglewood. And I know after a while, then I know why. And I talked to him in New York after he called me to join the New York team, the New York Knicks team. I even told him, I said, Coach, I understand now why you give me that book.
And why was it?
That book, it was talk about the Black people in the ghetto in Inglewood. How struggling, how they live in LA, and LA is a good city, but how they struggling, drugs, all kind of stuff. They can find their way and stuff. So basically, you just tell me, look where you come from. Look what you accomplished so now. Look at what you can do. And now, understand the team who you are now.
Mm-hmm.
This team can do a lot, can change a lot for you. Understand the opportunity. And he would throw me the book like that. You got to read because you got to report on the plane. They going to call you and say, oh, tell me, how do you explain me about the book. So basically, you just keep you in your room so you not go out to just read.
And then during practice or before practice, meditate.
Or meditate.
Sage.
Or meditate. We used to do meditate a lot of time, especially when we lost the game. If you lost like 4 games in a row, like we used to meditate. Philly would just he have different approach of basketball. He will make you so comfortable when he asks you the question, you just gotta respond. I mean, he just one of the coach. One time I even asked him, I said, Coach, I mean, come on. This team, they up by 30. They beat us. And we're in the second quarter. You not even call timeout.
Figure it out yourself.
He looked at me and said, I know you don't went to the college here, but you do play over there. Them, they play in the college and then they become professional just like you become professional. That's your job. That's why you're learning before you come to the NBA. That's why they're learning, they come to the NBA. It's no reason for me to stand up screaming with you guys like you guys are college or high school kids. Figure out. And we always figure out and win.
You spoke about how you and Kobe connected basketball-wise, but also personally you had a good connection. How did that bond evolve? Because I can imagine that that's something that had to grow.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. If you want to get the respect from Kobe, you got to show him you're ready.
And you want to work.
You're ready to work. That's the definition of Mamba mentality, right there. Work hard.
And if you do that, he can bond with you on a personal level.
Exactly. I've seen people describe Mamba mentality this, Mamba mentality that. I'm like, come on, man. Come on. Kobe is going to respect you if you do your job. If you're doing what you're supposed to do. That's all. He's going to respect you. I remember one game when I came to LA. I think they would beat us, something like that. I didn't play till about 7 minutes left. Peter put me in. And Kobe would penetrate and give me at this pop out a little bit, shot, make it. Jump hook, make it. And we came back to the game. And then he took me out, put some more play, and we ended up winning that game. Later on, I got a text message from Kobe. I like you. And he's gone from there. He come to practice. He see me, I'm already there. He see me sometime, I come back at night. Because sometimes I used to go, I'm not saying I used to go every day. Sometimes I used to go back to the gym. But you see me. And he watched me work out. And then one day, I came, he was there, we work out together. We work on pick and pop, all different game situation stuff. And then after we finish, it's like, if I do your sign, you do this in a game. He's like, no. You got to show me some word in French. That's how I started teaching him French.
And what were the first words you taught him?
Oof, you know, you can say here.
You can swear on this podcast. It's all allowed.
Yeah. I mean, just bad word, just to mess with him. He went to Google.
So we could talk to Tony.
Yeah. So you went to Google. He was like, yeah, man, you show me some bad stuff. I'm like, yeah. Then I started showing him some other stuff. And then we start using, sometimes we used to do in the game, you know, DJ, c'est bon, attack. Oui, c'est bon. And you say something, you say, 6 months. Oh, yeah, you know what I mean. So he said something like that, but they was like, what the hell are they talking about? We like,
how did the other French players react when they heard that?
Oh, Ronnie Tioyaf was there with us. But he basically also heard from Ronnie some other stuff. And Ronnie was one of the big help. Oh, he helped me a lot when I get to the LA because he was already there. And he was like a little brother to me too. So he helped me a lot when I was there. A great guy as well. But yeah, Kobe, he just gonna respect you, man. And more you do think, more you gain respect to him. Because before I came to the Lakers, I was already blocking shot when I was at the Mavericks. Actually, I have one. I used to play with him like every birthday, his birthday. I would send a big poster me blocking shot and I sign and I put the year. And I just leave in front of Laco. Pissed.
I get that. You played with Dirk, Pau, Baron Davis, Chris Paul in New Orleans. Besides the work ethic that Kobe had, what made him stand out? Why is he on another level than those guys? Those are all-time greats, but Kobe is he's on a level that only 15 players in the world ever reached.
It's called ambitious and how bad you want to go, how bad you want to become. Like I said, a lot of people, they're happy, established where they are. Oh, I'm in the NBA, I'm a superstar, I'm making money, I'm good. Oh, I'm in the NBA, I'm making money, I'm good. But you have a type of different player who not just is not there making money, but he won some other stuff. If you wake up every day in the morning, you practice in your house, you take your kids to school, you come back, you take a helicopter, you come to practice before your teammate. The teammate, they come, they practice with them. After you finish, you stay, you practice. You do that every day. And when you go home, you take care of your kids just with your family. And then you practice again home before you go to sleep. And then you wake up 4 a.m. in the morning, you do. You know how many times Kobe called me? Like at midnight, hey, let's work out at 4 a.m. in the morning. I'm African, original. When you told me practice at 4 a.m. in the morning, I look different. Because I know Eric Lambert with the Charleroi here, we used to go run like 6 o'clock in the morning in the wood here. But you told me, like, oh, they meet at 4 a.m. I look at you like, what kind of practice is that? You know what I'm saying? but Kobe was just different. You come practice with me. Come practice with me. Come practice with me. Then I'll never go. Then we meet at the game, at the practice facility. Yeah, we practice each other. But I never go. And that's one of my big regrets. I shouldn't go. I should be gone. I shouldn't go. That time when he asked me to go, I should be gone. Mm. And Kobe, when he like you, when he respect you, he will make sure you're not felt. He'll make sure you understand. After we lost the first finals.
In 08.
In 08. It was really, really hurtful for everybody. Very, very hurtful for everybody. And I remember that we have a team meeting. After that, we finished team meeting, we were leaving. And he called me on the side. He's like, DJ, this is what I want you to do this year for practice. He gave me that paper. I want you to work on this. I want you to work on that. I want you to work on that. I will be checking on you. I'm like, yeah, right. Take the paper. I even don't know what I told the paper. Maybe outside, whenever I jump in the car and gone. But he was calling, text and make sure. Every time I was with the national team here, people didn't know. Kobe would text me on the halftime. DJ, you just got 11 points. That's not normal over there. You should be on 20 right now. You should be a set block shot, rebound. So you will make sure he's getting everybody ready when they come back to the team, the training camp. They be ready to practice, to achieve, to accomplish something. So he make it. It was not just a great, but also he make it people around him be better. He make the team better.
And the loss against Boston was extra fuel.
It was extra fuel, just burning everybody. Burning him first, burning coaching staff. And I didn't know it was deeper than that. Because that fight started from Showtime with the Larry Bird.
Even before that. Before the Russell Jerry West rivalry.
So I didn't know it's a rivalry. It be going on. So, and I remember that was after we played the revenge, the back-to-back.
Yeah.
But even when we played the back-to-back, the finals, I remember coming to the gym and I saw Magic Johnson. So leave the car at the valet. I walk to go to the lagoon. And when I was walking, it's a long walk. But I saw Magic Johnson coming. I'm like, oh, Magic. So I slowed down myself. I'm like, let me just slow down and let him, maybe he's going to the court. But I slow down, Magic slow down as well. I keep slow, he's slow. I'm like, oh, fuck. So I keep moving. And then I get close, he stand up and then he wait for me. He's called me, big fella, come here. Tonight, it's not about you guys. It's about legacy. It's about what we did before us, and me, and now you. This is gonna happen tonight. You guys gonna win tonight. You guys need to win. Do everything. Leave everything on the court. Man, that do motivate me on that moment. And keep in your mind, that's the first time I ever spoke to Magic Johnson. I always see him, I say hello, but first time ever me spoke to Magic Johnson. Just so you know how important that rivalry was between Boston,
of course,
and the Lakers.
It's part of the biggest rivalries that exist in sport.
Yeah. And then when we come back the year after we lost against Boston, we beat Orlando.
In a series that was tighter than people remember. You had some close games. Game 2, the Courtney Lee
with the Boston?
No, Orlando.
Oh, yeah,
Alley-oop, missed alley-oop game 2. In game 4, you had the overtime shot, the Derek Fisher shot.
Yeah. But you got to understand what kind of team Orlando has that time.
The shooter, modern team. Richard Lewis.
Yeah. And you got who? You got
Jameer Nelson. Ray Alston.
You got Dwight, Superman.
Yeah. JJ Redick as a rookie.
Man, they have a decent bench also.
Stan Van Gundy with his modern coaching style.
Yeah. Man, it was something. But we know we're going to win.
But how was it to lift the trophy, to hear the buzzer in game 5 and win the championship?
Man, I'm telling you this. By my experience, lost the final against the Mavericks, lost the finals with the Lakers, twice injury, ACL, both legs, and everything been through my life before I started playing basketball. Lifting that trophy, it was a relief for me.
A relief?
Yeah.
More than joy?
It was a joy, but on relief. It was like, this was the objective. Be in the NBA and win a championship. And that's why I told you, I said, I went to the sideline. I talked to myself, I said, we did it. I said, really, we did it. But on the same time, when you lifted that trophy, it just reminds you all that pain, all the time you work hard, all the things. I mean, even if you don't want, the tears is going to come by themselves. Because everything is coming to you. Like everything is coming to you. The pain, timing, the stuff you were missing, the sacrifice, all that. When you lifted that trophy, man, it's mine forever. Nobody gonna take from you, no matter how.
But winning one is really hard. Repeating is even more difficult. Going back to back, winning 2 in a row, we've seen it in the history of the NBA. It's not that simple.
But I'm gonna tell you one thing. You remember I told you earlier, I said when we lost the first championship after we have an exit meeting with the coaches, Kobe called me, give me the paper and stuff. On that paper, what I remember, it's saying, we're going to do 3-time, 3-peat. It will say on that paper, like, hey, get better, next year we're going to go to final, we're going to win, and the year after we're going to win again, then we're going to win again. That's that
was the mentality.
The Kobe.
How much did the team want that rematch with Boston specifically in the play? Because the club wanted it, the franchise wanted it, but in the player on the roster, how much did the players want that matchup?
I'm going to tell you this. After we we lost to Boston. That thing, like I said, was so hurtful. At the point when we come back next, all of us actually, when we left, we know you gotta get ready to come back because we know the team we had now. If we can go to the final with this team, we can do anything. So we know just we gotta fix the little things. So we come back and we make happen. And then why not? So we know because Kobe was prepared. He knows. Everybody knows his role. You know when you want to win championships also, you gotta have a player that accepted their role. You gotta have a player like Lamar Odom accept to not be starting five or being a sixth man. You gotta have a type of player like Ron come over there. It's like, you know what? I used to be superstar, but now, yeah, I'm going to be under your shadow, Kobe. But I still do my thing. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And it was just, man, we were just ready mentally. We know, even in the year we played with Orlando and finals, that year, we was mad if we lose, if we won by 5. We always won that was the thing. We always want to win more than 15 or 20 so they can give it a bench time to adapt to the game, to perform, also to grow on that game because we know what we was prepared for. In case somebody get hurt, another one, that way to take over. Somebody get hurt, another one take off. So everything was prepared for that. And we know, we just, and it's crazy what I'm going to tell you. We know we're going to win and we know we're going to win in Boston. Even that year when we played Boston in the finals, when we win, I think it was a Phoenix, a final conference.
Yeah, 2010, the Ron Artest buzzer, the tip in.
After we finished that game, we didn't even want to stay in Phoenix to celebrate. We want to leave right away because we was ready. We want to go back to wait for Boston. That's what we was. We was wait for them.
Yeah, you win in 7 in 2010 against Boston in LA.
Yeah.
How was the party?
Oh boy. Man. You know, it's some stuff in the life you see or you experience. You just know it's never going to happen again. And nobody's going to experience like that because it's not going to be another Lakers like that team, another Kobe, another Power, another DJ, another situation, another Phil Jackson. It's not going to be. Man. I don't even know how to explain you. That year, it was so joyous. Why? Because I even have Juke was with me. He come visit. He was me. And I always have a chance, every time I was going to the finals, I always have my close friend come visit me in the States because I always believe me going to the NBA was not just for me. It was an open door for everybody, their dream. Everybody, they want to make the dream come true. All they have to do is just work hard. But for me, it was just a way to show if I do, you guys can do. If I make, you guys can make it. It was not just about me. So I was make sure all the time I was there, I'll have my close friend that come visit me. I have them experience NBA lifestyle, experience NBA stuff with me because I know I can't because I was busy in doing, but I can have my friend, people, family enjoy. And I always have. My first year, I have a Gary Teclaver and Thomas van der Wonder and who just coming? Thomas Van Dop. They came. They fly with the Mavericks airplane. Flew them from Dallas to Miami. And I remember, I think Gary told me, I say, I was sitting in your chair because they always have our name on the chair on the plane. I was sitting on the chair. But that's my joy. That's the thing I was happy. I was like, you know what?
Share it with the people you love.
Share with the people I love. Until they get the experience. And with that one, I have...
Tell me one party story. One crazy party story after winning the championship.
Man, it's so many. It's so many at the point you're scared to go. No, seriously. It's so many at the point you're scared to go anywhere. You just be home. The parties come to you. You're scared to go because we couldn't really go to the club we go to the club for a couple of minutes and then leave because it's too much attraction. And then we go to
the VIP section.
Yes. And then we go to the house party. And house party, everything going on. But we go to the club, you know, we win championship, we celebrate, everybody celebrate different way. It's just celebration, man. It's nothing winning you, nothing special, just celebration. You celebrate a hard time and, you know, we just celebrate and just enjoy ourselves. Because after that, the day after, it's parade. The parade, one of the best parade ever. That's one of the best parade ever I ever see. I mean, we do the parade and it was just the different things, man. You just to experience. And after that, you got TV, you got this, you got that, you got that. And I have to stop because I gotta come back for national team here. Man, it was just a great moment, man. It just.
Why did you leave LA after that championship?
Okay, I have my reason I left LA. Because I left LA, I was feeling like all my year, I never get a chance to do anything. Because I was, if you look at my career in the NBA, most every year I was, if I'm not in the finals, I'm in the final conference. Except New Orleans. And for me, I didn't get a chance to spend time with family, to do anything, nothing. So I was thinking, I was like, okay, maybe this is the time just go to the regular team. Go to the regular team and just grow my game. And, you know, if we lost in the first one, playoff, okay, I got time for vacation. I got time for do stuff. I got time to run my thing, to see where I'm investing, you know, all that kind of stuff. And that was my mind the way it was. And I know I spoke to Kobe. We spoke for 6 months after he found out I signed with New Orleans. He was really upset because he was make sure like everybody is all right because like he said, he won to win Orlando, to win Boston, and to win whenever team is gonna come after. He want to tweak it because, again, you know Kobe. You want to have a sixth ring like his mentor. Mm-hmm. So.
Did you ever expect that season in New Orleans would be your last full season in the NBA?
Because that season already, my knee was start hurting really bad. And I would just feel like, you know what, maybe I start thinking, reconsidering like my way out from then. From that standpoint, I was just, I'm like, you know, that's enough for me. I'm good. I'm ready to get the fuck out. But
yeah, how did you feel about the way your career ended?
The way the career ended,
because you played in the summer league for the Bucks. You signed a deal with.
I went to summer league with the Bucks
after the New Orleans season.
Yeah, I went to summer league with the Bucks, and then my knee got hurt on the summer league, so I have to come back and do the rehab again. And I was just tired from rehab. You know, I was just tired from rehab, doing the rehab and stuff. I was just tired of that. Because I want to end it. I want to finish like I finished my career. I still can play. I still run. I still do up and down. Maybe last time I did about 6 months ago, I think I did it up and down for 17 seconds. Yeah. So I still want to do stuff. And I don't want to end up with my knee, look this side, no.
In the end, when you look back at everything that happened in your career, how do you look back at your basketball career?
I mean, I did what I could. After I left the league, everything I was going, China, Philippines and stuff, I was just bored home. I was just bored to be home. My agent called me, like, hey, I got this, you want to go? They happy them. Yeah, okay. I just go. I was just home bored. Because when you're doing so long, same thing, routine, after you kind of retire, you just like, okay, the first month maybe is good, but your body adapt to the season. It's weird. Some kind of how the time of the year, you feel your body like, you know, you athlete.
It's getting ready.
You're getting ready.
Yeah.
And that's the thing.
It's a new way of life.
Yeah, that's the thing. And then all of a sudden you got a phone call. Hey, you got this is in China. They wanna go to find you. You wanna help them? Oh, what are they talking about? You know, you wanna have fun. You wanna have this. I'm like, okay, I'm bored. Even when Fear called me, I remember we play Milwaukee in the preseason, New York against Milwaukee, and Jason Kidd was the head coach at Milwaukee. Because he's a good guy, good friend too, Jason Kidd. So he saw me, he was like, what's up, big fella? I'm like, I'm good. He's like, I heard they just call you with chilling home. They call you to come babysitting Melo. He told him, I'm like, come on, man, they're too grown, they're superstar. I'm going to babysit them. but he just called me. I'm like, okay. I went to New York and I went and signed a deal. And we go from there. I mean,
last question. If there's one thing that if you could go back in time and change one thing in your basketball career, one thing, what would that be? Would there be something that you would have done differently?
Yes, I will listen more. And I will work more hard than I did. And maybe I would be hope star with a team who now have ambition to win championship directly, to grow my game, my skills in basketball.
Get more reps.
Yes. But beside of that, even in that, I don't see why I'm going to change the 2 fucking ring. Dude, you don't understand. It's 82 game.
I know.
Plus preseason game. Plus playoff. And you got a finals. You don't know how many games when you come by all that. Plus, you go national team playing. Dude, I don't have no time. I was finished here with the national team. Keep in your mind, in national team here, I was playing about 35 to 40 minutes each game. Plus practice. And when we finish here, training camp get ready to start over there. You get there, start training camp. And when you finish over there the season, and then maybe finals, and then when you finish, you got only 1 week to report here with the national team. So, man, I won't trade nothing. Absolutely nothing for these 2 gifts. I earn it. I work hard for, and it's going to be for my kid. It's not for me. It's going to be for the new next generation, for them to be motivated. It's not for me. I did it for them.
Beautiful. Didier, thank you for making time for us. Merci beaucoup.
Pas de problème. Tout le plaisir est pour moi.
Merci.
Ouais.
Iedereen thuis bedankt voor het kijken en luisteren. Normaal gezien komt Francisco Elson volgende week langs. Afhankelijk van werkverplichtingen kan het misschien aan de week erna verzet worden, maar dat is de planning alleszins. Bedankt voor het kijken, voor het luisteren. Tot de volgende keer. Salut.